Good morning. Welcome to day 156, Monday, September 9th, 2024. All right, it's a little after 5:30. I'm going to get camp broken down soon. It did cool down a little bit last night, which is nice. So today, after looking at what's ahead for the route, it's about 32 trail miles to town. So this is Monday. I have a room tomorrow night. But looks like there's kind of a fun alternate that people have discovered on Far Out. I'm thinking about taking it. It looks fun. Sometimes you just want to break up the monotony of the trail. And as I've talked about before, as far as being a quote-unquote purist, not so much about the trail miles at this point for me. It's about a continuous footpath. And obviously, most of that's going to be on the PCT. But when there are fun little alternates or variations or just something that looks a little different and a little interesting, I'm inclined to take it, especially at this point in the journey. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So about 3.5 miles from now, we'll come to a junction of a dirt road, a Forest Service road at Tahoma Pass. And I'll probably get off there, do a little Forest Service road walk-in, no stranger to that. And eventually we'll make our way down to a bike/gravel path, which is about 8 miles long and follows the shore of a lake. I can't remember the lake right now. It's a huge lake. And there's some developed campgrounds there. And we'll probably stay at one of those tonight. And then tomorrow it'll still be like a 10-mile walk into town. So it may shave off a few miles of hiking, but really it's not like a huge mileage saver. It's just a different way to get to Snoqualmie Pass. And I'm kind of intrigued, to be honest. Apparently there may be seals in this lake. That would be cool. I'd never in a million years would have imagined I'd see a seal on my PCT Thru-Hike. So I think it's worth it just for that. So that is the morning plan. That's what I'm kind of feeling right now. Yeah, it's just kind of appealing to me. So that's what I'm going to do. As long as it's a continuous footpath, I'm cool with it. There's also, at some point you break off from the bike path and start walking like 3 miles towards the pass. But if you continue on the bike path, I guess there's a cool old abandoned railroad tunnel, like 2 miles of going under the mountain. That would be cool to bike, but it's not a smart idea to walk it because when it pops you out, the only way to get back to the pass is to walk on the interstate, which is not a good idea. It's probably not even legal. So probably won't be doing that, but there's some cool stuff going on here. So Sarah and I may have to come back and check a little bit more of this out. Anyway, that's the morning update, and we'll see you on the trail. All right, we have left the PCT until Snoqualmie Pass. We're going to connect to Forest Service Road 41 in about a mile or so and stay on that for a bit until we get to the Iron Horse Trail / bike path. And there are 2 established campgrounds there. The first one is like 14 miles from where I'm at right now. So we'll either stop there. I think the next one is 3 miles further, or we'll stop there. So it should be a nice leisurely day. It's funny, there was a big group, tramily of 5 at the camp right at the road crossing. So they were still getting their camp broken down. And, I said good morning, kept going. Then I started hearing lots of yelling and shouting and, hey, the trail's over there. Thanks, I know where the trail is. We've all been out here for over 2,300 miles. I think I see that big cut in the woods. That's the trail. I know I'm on the road. Thanks, though. I don't know why that kind of stuff annoys me sometimes. Like, if I ask for help, that's one thing. But if I don't ask, maybe I have a clue what I'm doing. Anyway, what a great morning. Monday morning. It was really foggy and misty, like my rain fly was wet just from the mist, not from any rain. But it looks like now the sun's coming out, maybe some blue sky. Awesome. All right, it's about 9 o'clock. We just took our first real break, aired out the feet, had a little bit of cell service, but not enough to really update anything, so I'll check later. Have about 10 miles to the first campground, Roaring Creek. So we'll probably, unless I really slow down, this was like all climbing. I think we're going to be going downhill now. We'll probably shoot for the second campsite. But yeah, the weather's nice. It's a nice day. Let's keep going on this little adventure. We've got a lot of experience in road walking and detours, so it's good to mix it up every once in a while. So I'm getting my first views of Interstate 90 way off in the distance, but can definitely see like tractor trailers going by. Very cool. Just had a guy and his dog come by in a white pickup truck. Asked me if I wanted to ride down to the bottom. Very tempting, but no thank you. Continuous footpath to Canada is within reach. We can't do any of that ride business. All right, we got about 5 miles to our first potential campsite. Things are looking good. The weather's nice, not a whole lot of traffic. This was another access point. The PCT does go over Stampede Pass, so could have also gotten off there and done a shorter road walk. But I chose to do the longer one. So haven't seen any other hikers on this stretch, but we'll see. Right, it's about 1:15. We're at the Cold Creek campground. I'm gonna try and find some water for some electrolytes. Oh no, we're not at the Cold Creek. We're at Roaring Creek, but I'm gonna try and find Cold Creek. It's about 3.5 miles away. First, let's try and find some water. All right, we've got our tent set up, and now we just got to get down to where the water is. It's kind of some steep drop off, so I think we're just gonna have to do a little zigzagging and we'll get down there eventually. Okay, so it's pretty much a dry creek bed under the bike path here, but if I just go a little bit upstream, I saw water running, so we'll shoot for that. All right, let's do a recap. It's around 5:30. We have lost a bit of elevation, camped at around 2,500 feet right now. We're on the western shore of Keechelus Lake. We're like in a state park system right now off of a bike path, and they have some backcountry camping, and we're out Cold Creek campsite. So pretty cool. How many miles did I do today? Who knows? Did about 3.5 to 4 trail miles, and then the rest was road walking. I think probably it was at least 20 miles of road walking, maybe somewhere between 20, 22, 24. So a big day of walking, but we're set up nicely to get into Snoqualmie Pass tomorrow. It's only about a little over 5 miles away, so that's nice. I probably won't even, I've been setting an alarm for the past few weeks just because it stays dark out longer. So I'm not, and most days I'm getting up before the alarm, but there are those days where I do need the alarm. So I'm probably not even going to set an alarm for tomorrow, because no matter what time I get up, I'll still get into town in plenty of time for breakfast, I'm sure. Because it'll only be about a 2, at the most 3-hour walk into town. So that is the plan. Looking forward to having kind of a leisurely day tomorrow. Probably a lot of waiting around, hanging out, check out that brewery, get stuff charged, see if I can upload anything to YouTube, and then just wait for that room, get a shower, wash my hoodie, wash the socks. It'll be nice. There's no resupply to worry about or pick up. That's not until Stevens Pass, which I think will be about another 100 miles from Snoqualmie Pass. This was a big segment. I think it was like a 170-mile segment. And the last really big mileage segment I'm doing. The other ones are still over 100 miles, but nowhere near 170 miles. So it's nice to break it up with a hotel stay, that's for sure. The weather's been good. I saw those thru-hikers as I was getting off the road, but I didn't see anyone like doing this alternate. Although I did see 2 backpackers, and I was wondering if they were thru-hikers, but they were headed southbound, and it seems like it's kind of late in the season to still be seeing a southbounders this far north, unless maybe they're just section hiking. But and I didn't see the hang tag, but they had the look of a thru-hiker. But of course we didn't chat. We just kind of said hey and passed like ships in the night. Yeah, but a lot of people enjoying the bike trail on their bicycles. I can see how this would be a pretty cool spot. I don't know how long this bike trail goes, but yeah, if you're like doing a bike trek and you can backcountry camp right off the trail, that's kind of nice. So yeah, just gonna relax and look forward to tomorrow to have kind of a half day, and then we'll be back on the trail Wednesday morning. And it's good, I don't have to worry about rides or arranging any transportation. Just leave the hotel and walk right back to the trail. So that's also nice. I have a sneaking suspicion I'll probably have self-service here, which will also be nice. Yeah, so just kind of I'm glad I decided to do this little alternate. It's nice to have a little change of scenery.
Washington is definitely not Oregon. We're definitely going up and down a lot. Not as high as the Sierra passes, but we're doing the up and downs, that's for sure. So this was nice because it was more graded. There was a lot of uphill at the beginning, but it wasn't super steep. So overall, the knees feel good right now. Everything feels pretty good, just tired after a long day. So we'll see you in the morning, hopefully for some breakfast.